course, I think all of them have already made the
Yeah,
presentations
yes.
in the respective departments. You can hear in this meeting, you can give the highlights of the presentation and summary. And of course, all appreciation you have already told them. We want to know where exactly the institution has got to, department has got to focus and institution has got to support. Okay. New question paper.
No, sir is talking about the module bank, sir. What we do is the questions that we give this time, for the next year we
Which
change it.
module?
Sir, the module bank,
Actually permitted any one of you to do any rebuttal. Absolutely, they have done an excellent job. All of them have done a very every one of them have done very wonderful job. And in fact, this morning I had a very quick meeting, though it was not scheduled. I told Professor Ramakrishna that there has got to be a meeting. I'm very happy that they have taken my work very seriously and they have done it accordingly. They just did not want to give a pleasant report. Pleasant report shall not help anybody, right? So there is absolutely the points which have been made. Naturally, it's no more a college, and you have got to understand, all of us have got to understand, it's a university. Therefore, keeping this as a university in mind, they have provided the points which have got to be well taken, and you have got to strive. You have got to. And all of them have one common point, this outcome based education. Perhaps you are also trying to answer the requirements as a student would stupidly answer in an examination. That means still the concept of outcome based education has not been internalized and has not been practiced by all of you still. You are not still emerged out beyond being a tutorial institution. So that point, because everyone, starting from the first presenter up to the last presenter, everyone has pointed out that therefore this Dean A has got to take it very seriously, and my Dean faculty development has got to take this point very seriously, and these people have got to be absolutely not trained. They have got to inculcate the habit of thinking in that way. Okay, right. And see, when they mentioned that if you cannot map, if you cannot give the record of your own question paper into program objectives as well into Bloom's taxonomy levels and then show it, and that ultimately means that you are not being able to collect the things properly. Okay, nevertheless, don't worry, you are still very young, and everybody has told that the team is young. Everybody has told that the team is young. Obviously, institution itself is very young. It has become university only in 2009, right? It has become only in 2009, but that's not an excuse. In cricket, only youngsters play. Elders don't play at all. In fact, Kohli has already retired, right? So the trend has got to be set by youngsters. The trend has got to start. It is not somehow getting NBA accredited. It is not somehow clearing the knack. They are all business tactics. Leave it to the institution, they would do it. But for you, you are going to be a faculty member from a department which is NBA accredited. Indirectly, it simply means that every one of you is also an accredited faculty member. That is the difference. All right. Okay. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for the very noble job done by every one of them, and they have spent the time. And well, then, after all, this was a mock. They could have given just a pleasant say and say that, okay, my job has been done. But then they have given such a detailed report and have gone into the nooks and corners. Okay. And then, of course, in the very short time, sometimes they also would fail to get the philosophy of some terminologies. Nevertheless, that's not different, but the philosophy of total education, come in whatever the language, whatever the terminology you speak, the philosophy of education, philosophy of teaching, learning, and research shall still remain invariant. They have understood it and they have done an excellent job. I'm very, very, I, I have absolutely no points to rebut. Maybe you could be having certain points and you feel like that they could not understand me, observe me. That is the point. Your presentation should be so clear that there should not be gunjaish, there should not be a complaint that they have not understood me, right? So anybody would understand you provided you have understood yourself properly. And that clearly mentions to me that there's still a long way for us, pretty long way for us to understand the requirements and to understand the philosophy. Nevertheless, this type of activity, not necessarily the mock, the regular also should also, even with the regular, I am going to ask them, you give the best score to AICTE, but to me you give me the right score. To me you give me the right picture. Right? All right. Whatever the chairman would tell, it's up to the chairman of NBA committee, and you give whatever. But to me, you have got to give me the ground truth. Right? To me, that's what is required. I'm sure Dr. Chandrasekhar, when he just met me yesterday, I think he has worked with me at least for 2-3 committees together. We have worked together, and Dr. Chandrasekhar absolutely is aware of my expectations. He was reminding me these were the type of questions you were asking them, right? These are the type of questions you just caught hold of them. So I'm proud, as far as myself is concerned, I'm proud I'm involved in pushing certain institutions, though they were not capable, though they were not eligible, not capable, because they were capable, I have pushed them to the university status far earlier to the date that the government was expecting. Right? But then that's the level to which we should reach. Well then, even if you hear your chairman, who is the chancellor, who has been so concerned, you will definitely find the answers for all these questions. Okay? All right? And then, as far as my external people are concerned, I just wanted to tell that we have 7 schools. Maybe my dean must have told all these points to them. We have got 7 schools, and every school has got a school dean. Every school has a school dean. The future plan is that every school dean has got to be a pseudo vice chancellor, because every school has got to be a institution, has got to be a mini university by itself. Therefore, as you mentioned, rightly you mentioned that the school dean should definitely understand the responsibilities. Well, then, when pharmacy professor mentioned one point, I was really, taken back, when so many things have been there and they are all very well documented. Why departments have not cared to keep a copy of all of them in their respective departments? At least, have you gone through? Eh? That gives a doubt now, when we have schemes, we have, these policies, we have introduced TRA, ERA, TRA, CAP, all those policies are there. All documentations have been very well made. Well, I'm not defending you, I'm not even pulling your legs, but I have been trying to tell that the documents are not only at the central level, the documents have got to be. In fact, that is very evident the way you people write in your official notes. Registrar office also tells me everybody will simply forward the letter, right? The fact that you simply forward a letter shows that we are not involved, right? Okay. All right. In this DDH on Wednesday, I request registrar that all deans who have heard this and all heads of the departments have heard this, I shall allow them even to complain that the experts have not understood them, to rebuttal and to acceptance finally, because always the complaint starts ending with inside they have accepted it, outside they would like to complain. Any quarrel always starts with love and they have understood it. Okay, I would like. And very interesting observations have been made about biotechnology department and bioinformatics. All right, interesting. Every point is interesting. But then most of you did not attend this morning. I have told them explicitly that they should look into the department very seriously and very critically, because naturally when you are coming up, over appreciation would spoil, like we have been spoiling our children at our respective homes, right? We are spoiling our children because over appreciation, because we would like to keep them on our heads, right? We would like to think that they are the best on the world. They could be best on the world, but over appreciating will never bring them up. And I'm very happy in that way. They're very balanced, and obviously they wanted to be critical because every one of them have seen that you and your department both are quite capable of meeting those expectations. Otherwise, they would not have made such a wonderful presentation. So, on behalf of every one of you, on behalf of registrar and on behalf of the deans, particularly on behalf of Dean IQAC also, and his team, which has done a bigger work, yeoman work, I not only congratulate every team member, I also appreciate and I shall recognize their hard work, committed